Hi everybody, this is video for May 31st after the morning visit with Mike. I got there, no changes. He is initiating, looks like he wasn't initiating any breath last night, but this morning he's initiating, it looks like every breath. The lung volumes are still quite small. I was celebrating because he was up at the 300s yesterday. This morning, or not so much, but he is quite sedated still. Looks like they're doing more cultures of stuff, not because they suspect anything, but he still has catheter and all of that, so they're just repeating. In the last, I asked the nurse to look up the last blood culture, which was done on the 24th, and had no growth, so that means, that's really great news. Looking for all the positives I can right now. It's been a tough week with Dr. Doom. Sorry, I'm heating some food to try to eat something. So the nurse tells me they're doing another bronchoscopy today. They probably might even be doing it now. I don't know. They were going to start it at 11, but they didn't, and I left just after 12, about quarter after, 20 after 12. They hadn't started it yet, so I don't know. I'm not sure if they're what the purpose of it is, other than to try to see if there's any fibrous tissue, because doing a CT apparently is really hard when somebody's on ECMO, as you can imagine. I mean, you don't know the setup, but essentially there's a machine on the side, and there's really, two very tender, important cannulated sites that cannot be decannulated. Plus, he's highly heparinized, so it means his blood doesn't clot, because they don't want the blood to clot in the machine. So it's just really, a tricky thing. But I have been doing lots of energy work and Reiki and telling him just that his lungs are elastic and that they're not fibrosed. And so I also oddly remembered today that the Actemra drug that he got, when finally, after so many days, when he got to the Misericordia, we're coming up on 4 weeks right away. And so what I've been reading, the recommended dosage is that dose every 4 weeks. So I am trying to push for getting him that dose. So I have friends reading peer-reviewed journals so that I have some kind of research. I mean, the doctors, they don't like to do anything without research, but what they're doing right now is all without research, because it's all new, right? So I'm going to push for that. And then the drug study, I talked to the drug study nurse today, and she said even if he gets the Actemra, and he can still be eligible for the study, and so he may get the drug or he may not get that other drug, it's a 50% chance. And she said it won't, there's no contraindication. So that makes me feel better, because I feel like we've now possibly doubled his chances of the drug doing work in the lungs. So, I mean, what I didn't get to finish the study, but the one study I was starting to read looked like that some studies in mice, and I know he's not a mouse, but still, who had damaged lungs, and some, what it seemed like that there was some fibrosis in the lungs, that it softened that fibrosis. So I have to finish it, because I could be just absolute full of caca what I'm saying right now, because I didn't finish reading, but that's from a quick read through, that's sort of what I got from it. So and I'm just hanging on to anything I can right now. Everybody, I haven't been giving you the full Dr. Doom version of what's going on, because it's just an impossible place to be right now, and I'm just throwing it out with the bathwater. Maybe that's kind of ignorant to do. Maybe that's, me being in denial. I don't know, but it doesn't matter right now. It's the way I need to survive. So that's what I'm doing. And I was going to talk to Mike's family about um, possibly that second designated visitor, to be a, a healer, like an acupuncturist or some kind of treatment that may also offer healing for the lungs. I have to talk to his family because I know that one of his sons was planning on coming here in June, kind of towards the end of June. And, once you name the second designated person, that's it. So I really have to think on that. But I want to give Mike every possible treatment to strengthen him. And, even if the acupuncture is just to balance the energy in his body and boost his immune system, um, whatever. Like, I don't know, because I haven't studied acupuncture, and I just signed on to my integrative medicine school, so I have no knowledge at all. I want to try to actually contact my integrative medicine school to see if there could be some talk within the practitioners and the faculty of the university to see if there is anything they think that I can do. I know that's going to take time. Like, their school is in Hawaii, and I'm sure they're not all on campus, and I don't know. I have no idea. And I'm also going to contact one of the school's alumni who they put me in touch with because I wanted to make sure that their graduates were able to practice in Canada and that there weren't any issues. And so I did speak to a practitioner from BC who has her own clinic, and that's sort of what made the final decision for me to do the PhD. Because we can practice in Canada with the designation. So, yeah, I'm going to see maybe if she knows somebody here in Edmonton that might be willing to come to hospital if that's the decision that we make, for a healer person, alternative practitioner, acupuncturist, whatever. I don't know. I have to find out, kind of figure out what it's like, the modality, I guess. Because I've already been doing energy work, and what limited knowledge I have with any of that. So I know that it works fantastic, but just, I gotta pull out all that I can right now. So this hemoglobin remains low, like comparatively to what you and I walk around with, but they're happy with it. So yay. And they're obviously not gonna like wake him up from sedation more, because he's gonna have the bronchoscopy. So I'm hoping they're actually gonna give him some propofol before they do it, because when physio came today, he has this growth on his knee and it's been causing him lots of pain, and he was going to go see the doctor before, of course, all this happened, for the second time, because it is growing and it caused him enough pain and enough grimacing that it affected the flow in the ECMO for a brief second. Like, the ECMO started to beep off. So that's, if it's causing that much pain and spasm, I'm assuming in the vessels, just from the reaction of the pain, then that's not cool. So physio said they're going to try to see if they can get an x-ray, and I'm not sure what they're going to do about it, because he's heparinized, but they can't move that leg, so that's just not good either, because it's the only leg they can move, because the other one has the cannula. So yeah. But please continue with prayers and love and energy and spells and whatever it is that you have for your practice. Please keep that coming, and please keep messages coming from Mike. I've only seen maybe one every day, and they said after the did I say CT? I meant the bronch. They were planning on CTing him as well, but after the bronchoscopy, they may lighten his sedation so that I can at least, have some kind of interaction with him, without, me having to yell in his ear for anything. And even then, he's not wiggling his toes even when we do yell in his ear. He might once or so in a day, but so that's it. I'm going to meet media, I guess CBC at 1:30, so I need to eat before that. And it is now 1 o'clock. So I better eat and then hike over there. Not sure what their bend is on whatever story they're after, but hopefully this one will have a little more punch than the other one to get people vaccinated if they're not, and just understand the importance of that. When these people are being sent up there, they need to be vaccinated. And yeah. So that's it for this morning's update. I love you all. Please stay safe. Keep your loved ones close. Tell them every day that you love them. And get vaccinated if you haven't. I'm going to go try to eat my lunch before it keeps yelling at me. Bye, guys. Love you.